go.
Yep.
Left hand to God.
So I'm good.
A few days to your fight, man. How are you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. Feeling ready. Feeling turned up.
We didn't get to talk to you after your fight in Anaheim. Man, I know it's been a minute, but
Yeah.
how do you feel about that performance?
I feel good with it. Feel good with it. Always looking for the next step up. Always looking for improvement. But I feel good with it. It was a good start. A good start in UFC. But definitely got more work to do. Wish I would have got my interview after. We could have talked about a bonus, man. I had a lot of doctor bills after that. They took care of me though. But yeah, feel good.
In which round did you break your hand?
Man, the first round, the first minute of the first round, bro. Yeah, I hit the forehead and then snapped, man. It was, yeah.
I mean, what was going on through your head? I mean, it's
I mean,
pretty wild.
To be honest, I don't know. I felt it, but it's a quick thought. It's like I'm still in it. We got a hard rule at law school, man. Go to sleep, and if you ain't sleep, you fight. So that's an easy question. Was I sleep? Nah. So we fighting, bro. But it was the adjustments. Didn't plan on getting hit that much, but I was, I'd rather fight with a broke arm, box with a broke, then grapple with a broke arm. You see what I'm saying? So it was more so let's stand in the pocket, get closer, because I didn't want, what wrestlers do, they time kick. So I kind of had to step into the fire a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So
What was the recovery process like?
man, it was a lot of one-arm work. Like, we didn't take pretty much no days off. We put in the sling and got to work, got the jabbing. But the recovery process was kind of hard because it was legit broke, clean break, and it didn't want to heal because I didn't want to sit down. You know what I'm saying? But what we did, we just adjusted just a little bit more as far as, like I said, just adjust a little bit more on the defense, how we catch kicks, how we block kicks, and we just kept the work. Then, like I said, eventually, you know what I'm saying, it kind of came on along. Yeah, so the healing process, it was tough. It was tough.
In between this time, it feels like the fans have really, they've gravitated to you, and you're becoming a fan favorite with only one fight in the UFC.
Yeah.
Have you felt that?
I mean, yeah, man, I feel it, man. It's rightfully so, though. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, not just because of what I represent. I'm going to say that. I feel it, but it's because of what I represent. I'm just not representing just myself. Representing the real. Representing, you know what I'm saying, like making it, you know what I'm saying, making it from the bottom for real. Literally the bottom. Yeah. We talk about resources all the time. That's the word of the year for me, man. Coming from Memphis and making it to the UFC is a big deal, a very big deal. Coming out of law school, coming out a gym. So, yeah, it's a very big deal.
Awesome. Obviously, you're supposed to fight Udo's medic. He pulls out. When you get this new opponent, does anything in your training change?
I mean, to be honest, it do. Because, it'd be different that we just fight. We just fight. You got to respect every guy you get in the cage with. And I'm the type of guy that, you got the fighters that just go out there and bang, and the guys that don't think too much about it. But you got the guys that's overly intellectual about the sport, and they worry too much, so them nerves and everything get them. And I'm that type of guy. But so I do go off a lot of calculations, bro. We do a lot of game planning. So when they switch up the opponent, I'm just used to it, bro. I'm just used to the pressure, bro. And like I said, I'm not afraid of what this sport come with. You know what I'm saying? So I'm that guy that have intellectually understood what this sport is. So
So with that being said, what do you think of your opponent?
What I think of him, man, man, to be honest, I think he a well-rounded guy. He looked good. Like I said, left hooking, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a good fight, and I need to feel him. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of guy to where if I see something, it looks slow, but I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to feel it. I'm the type of guy to where I'm a fan of sports and fighting, but I'm also a fan of getting in there and learning. Because the thing about this opponent is, yeah, he's a switch up, but this guy could be a beast. You know what I'm saying? He's a hungry dude. This his first. He want to make a statement. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta kind of step back and respect his goals and what he coming with. This is his opportunity. So that's where where the pressure is for me. I humbly accept.
On paper, it's a very fun fight. Both you guys like to come for the finish. Do you see a finish in this fight?
I never see a finish in fights. Because when you become a finisher, you fall in love with finish. You don't want to be in the fight, man. So it's like, man, you got to kind of get to that point to where you like, okay, I love fighting. So I purposely not see the finish. Now I see it when I get in the fight. So if you in break, they let you in my corner and you get in the corner, you say, hey, did you feel it? I'm like, yeah, I see it now. I'm like, I see it, but I like to wait till I get in the fight and I see the openness and stuff like that. But I feel like a lot of times that finish that you're looking for don't exist. So when you get in the fight, there'll be a game plan that don't work. So you got to be able to make those and fight to just find a finish in the fight. So, yeah, I don't want to assume that he going to get hit with the straight. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to assume that. So, yeah.
A lot of fighters that come off the Contender Series, they fight in the Apex for several times, and then they go to an arena. Mm-hmm. Your first fight, you fought into a sold-out arena. Yeah. So coming back to the Apex, coming back to the building where you got your contract at, does that faze you at all, or is it whatever?
It definitely fazed me because it's more pressure, man. This is where it started for me. So it's more, but I get a walkout song. I get a little nice announcement this time. You know what I'm saying? So it's just it's all pressure. It's all the same because the Apex you'll have a problem with the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Which it was cool. So it's just more so everything is a learn as we go. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be this actually is a new experience coming out in the Apex.
And finally, what's it gonna take the UFC to get a UFC event to Memphis?
Man, it's gonna take me doing my thing, bro. And doing my thing means keep winning these fights or just keep fighting, giving good fights because like having that O on your record, man, is a beautiful thing. But I'm telling you, man, you'll fall in love with the ice cream of this game, bro. If you're a guy that's always used to being a banger, when you get banged on, bro, like it's a different vibe, bro. So I'm trying to learn myself as a fighter too. Can I take getting banged on? You know what I'm saying? Can I take it? And that's why I'm so interested in happy for this fight because he looked like a banger, bro. So I feel like, man, can I take getting banged on? But it's gonna take me keep getting in that ring and not just winning, but performing and actually being a fight that, man, they want to see win or they want to see lose. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be friends with the fans. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I just want to come here and basically just represent the best way I can possible. And however way it's translated that way, man.
Awesome. Thank you, bro.
For sure.
Danny, over here. So of course, you never want to lose a fight, but I just want to hear your thoughts on how important is it to be an undefeated fighter? Because we see some guys, they get their first loss and they kind of have to go over this mental hurdle.
Mm-hmm. I know my amateur record don't count, and I'm finna probably not answer your question, but losing was the best thing that could have happened to me. And I see the lesson that I learned. I didn't have to learn it, though. So that's why before every fight, the lesson was, what can I learn from a loss? You know what I'm saying? And it's nothing to learn from a loss. You know what I'm saying? If you're taking care of all your business, everything that you're doing. But it's one of them. If I say I try my best to ignore the O because I feel like once you that's why it creates more pressure. But I know the strongest ones is those that break and rebuild. So it's like, man, I focus on in my camps, man, like not protecting the O, but learning as many lessons as I possibly can. You know what I'm saying? So humbly being undefeated is me saying, bro, this is real sport. This is real fighters. These are real people. They have real dreams. They really want to beat you. You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, man, even if you fighting a guy that you're 10 times better, like you fighting guys that you 10 times better than and beating, but what about when you step in the ring with a guy that is a hit and a miss? Meaning that if y'all fought 10 times, he'll win 5, you'll win 5. So that's how I feel. Like, when I fight that guy that's hit and miss, it's like, yeah, like, it's a banger. But I feel like, man, I try my best to ignore the zero as much as possible. So I ain't gonna sit here and cock him like, man, I'm undefeated. Because I always, I'm gonna shorten it up. I always think about if I fought me, and I know how I am. I know if you sleep on me, bro, you gonna sleep on me, bro. You gonna go to sleep on me, bro. That's how it is. So I just respect every fighter, every man that do this sport.
And I agree with Alex that the diehard fans, they do have a lot of respect for you, but the mainstream fans have not caught up. I still think you're one of the best kept secrets in the division. So while you're still fine-tuning your craft, is it nice to kind of be under the radar and just work on yourself, or are you ready for that level of attention and added respect?
No, man, definitely, bro. I'm scared of them fans more than anything, bro. Like, them fans get you in trouble, bro. And like, that's why I love the supporters. But man, I'm really not the guy that care too much about fans at all, bro. Only because it's like it's gonna happen. If I keep working, it's about what you do. And what people do is they forget it's about what you do, and they focus too much on the fans, focus too much on, because sometimes fans can hype you up a little bit. Sometimes fans can distract you from their work, you know what I'm saying? So, like me, I just let fans do what they do. They're more so neutral in my book. Like, I don't care if they like me or don't. It's more so like, what I'm saying? What am I doing? What am I doing, though? Because I can be out here and suck, and they're like, I don't want the pity. Then I got pity, you know what I'm saying? If I'm winning, I got, these people that love me because I'm winning, but when I'm losing, I got these people that's, I ain't going to say the word, but they crapping on me. Then the guys that's giving, man, you're a good fighter. So, yeah. So that's why I don't believe in apologies after losses to fans, because it's like, bro, you don't know what this is at all. Zero. Some fighters don't know what this is. Some professional fighters on lower levels don't know what UFC is at all.
And you kind of touched up on it before, but being a guy that does get a lot of knockouts, how important is it to let it come more natural than try to force and be like, I got to go in there, I got to take his head off? Or
because when you go in there, it's important, because that's what fighting is. Like, that's the art of it. It's more so you trying to force something. You lose the technique, you lose the position, you lose the range, and that's what the balance really is. The balance is really staying composed, and the composed way of striking is just not hitting hard but hitting right. So I feel like the finishes is found in you actually dissecting it, and actually breaking down the opponent that's in front of you, and that's what mixed martial arts is. So I feel like it's very important to let the finish find you, find the finish, or let the finish find you. Don't force it, because like I said, you giving it away most of the time when you force it.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, man.
Cool. You good?
Man, thank y'all for showing out, man. Good to see you, bro. It's always good to see you, bro.